them take. No more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol, pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping to the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see ya. Hope everyone's had a great day. It's been a busy day over, across, up above, below, here. Because I got family everywhere. So I think I covered each part. The up, the down, the across. Darlene, how's your weather doing there, sis? It was so beautiful today. Great. Great day. Absolutely great. And then maybe, I could be wrong. I wasn't looking at the clock. Maybe about an hour ago, it started thundering and lightning, and now it's raining. Oh, it's hot there? Well, it was, I think my Uncle Jimmy, I think he told me it was 81 today is what he had. I like it warmer. But I say 82 is about my limits, and then it's getting too hot. I'm sort of picky on my temperature. I like between 70 and about 81, 82, somewhere like that. But if you get any higher, it's hot. Yeah, Sky's had that problem. She went to show my uncle her bird she found, and I I noticed when I went outside to talk to him that she was wheezing some, so I grabbed her inhaler and got her to use it, and then I took her to her room and let her watch some of her shows for a little bit till she started breathing right. So I guess this summer, I guess I'm gonna have to limit her, because last year it was a little bad, but it isn't as bad as it is this year for some reason. I guess they're, messing around more this year than last year. And a few years past that, she didn't even have to use her inhaler at all. And now it's like every time she goes outside, she has to take some of her inhaler. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, Gator Girl, say not so. Really? Oh, mercy. Bless you. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll send you some of me and Darlene will send you some of our warmth. Ain't right, Darlene? Anyone that's cold, me and Darlene will send you some of ours. We share. We're not like Chris and wish the worst on you. 91, Tracy? Lord, that's over my limit. See, I wouldn't survive in Texas. Mm-mm. Hey, Susan, good to see you. Love you. Hope you're doing good this evening. Well, hopefully it'll warm up, Gator Girl. Really? I'm sorry. I hope it does. Because I know it's miserable when it's cold. It's not right. I wish it would stay between 70 and 80 all year round. I know it's a bad thing, but if I had the perfect weather, that would be what it was. And sunshine, but I know we have to have a few days of rain too. The snow can just stay away. The rain will take up that little bit. Alrighty. For the ones who don't have band, after the national anthem, I'm going to share Trump's announcement and his comments to us about Iran. And then right after it, I will do the soldiers and the lost lives. But I figured y'all would, well, me and my sidekick figured y'all would like to see that. So I think he starts talking at 9, so we may be 2 minutes, I think, is how long the national anthem is. I think we'll be 2 minutes late. But that's what I'm planning on. And then after that go into our game. All right, let's get this thing started, because I've had news popping out everywhere since I got home. Let me see. Okay. This one. You believe after all the presidents we've had has changed some part of the White House, this cockeyed judge thinks that they're going to stop Trump. Come on.
President Trump says he plans to move forward building the new White House ballroom despite a federal judge blocking its construction. The judge sided with historical preservationists who claim that the $400 million project violated federal law. In the decision, he wrote, quote, "No statute comes close to giving the president the authority he claims to have." The president's Justice Department has already filed an appeal.
Part of his opinion, but basically he's saying I need congressional approval. And he's so wrong. This is being financed privately. It's a donation that's being given by companies, very rich companies, very rich people. The ballroom is a donation. It's gotten great reviews. People love it. And presidents for 150 years have wanted this ballroom to be built.
It now goes to the D.C. Circuit. The notice to appeal filed in 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't remember federal judges striking down FDR or Teddy Roosevelt or Calvin Coolidge or Harry Truman, who all made changes to the White House on executive authority. And of course, President Trump is right that this is being funded privately, so Congress does not need to approve the funds. But I got to say, I think he should just continue construction. At a certain point, you've got to tell these federal judges to stay in their lane, because this is clearly a ruling made out of spite against the president and has no basis in legal authority. And maybe if Congress were in town to do their jobs, they'd be able to impeach the judge. But unfortunately, it's on President Trump.
Yeah, they have too much of our money. They're going to vacation for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, and the judge emphasized congressional authority. But as a reminder, Congress can't even pass DHS funding. Congress can't pass the Save America
They're
Act.
going to Disney World. They're doing a lot of things.
Yeah, these judges need to learn how to stay in their lane a little bit. There's so many of them. And then let's see. I got this. Carrie, if you're still in here, Gator Girl, you probably would like this one too. But looky here at this most beautifulest this is building.
Story in 5 words. The new Trump Library unveiled. Cat, so exciting. Eric Trump released that video on Monday of the proposed Trump Presidential Library to build along the waters of Miami. It will be a, quote, lasting tribute to the Trump's legacy. It will rise 1,000 feet into the air, feature a full-scale Air Force One plane, an Oval Office replica. Have you ever seen a more presidential library?
Wait, you missed the best part.
What?
Or isn't it supposed to also potentially be a hotel?
Is it?
I thought I heard that. Am I making that up?
It should be.
Am I making that up?
I haven't heard that, but that sounds great.
Somebody was saying that it was going to maybe be a hotel.
That makes sense. It's 47 floors.
Which I am also surprised that more things aren't hotels.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, look, it looks exactly like you would expect the Trump Library. You look at that, you don't see library.
No.
But you do see Trump Library / hotel.
Exactly. Tyrus, would you expect anything less?
No, the only thing I'm hoping for is that there's a golden covered copy of each one of my books on all 47 floors. I'm all for that. Like, you know what? Why not? He should have a hotel in his library.
I just checked the internet. I was right.
Yeah,
good.
But he should be. That's what he's known for.
Yeah.
So this is cool. And I like his best answer was not until I'm long out of office. Mm-hmm. So it's not, and so I don't know what they're going to cry about because he's not building it now. And it's with private donors.
You know what? Compare this to the Obama Library, which is this brutalist, fecal pile of There it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fall on that thing, you're going to the hospital.
Yeah. But yeah, and I mean, the Biden one can't even raise money. And I don't know if you've ever been to Jimmy Carter's library, but it's half empty because he really only had half a presidency. I mean, he's got like 1 Grammy in there and some airline seats. Like, it's like there's really nothing in there. I mean, this is, to Kat's point, this is exactly what you would expect when you thought Trump Library Hotel. And I think this just hits the nail right on the head. And I'm excited to see what all 47 floors have to entail.
And casino.
Yes.
It should be.
And
spa.
Yes, and spa and golf course.
Presidential library and casino.
Yeah.
The IRS returned my tax return this year because apparently I answered one of the questions incorrectly. So, in response to the question, do you have anyone dependent on you? I answered, well, 9.5 million illegal immigrants, 1.1 million crackheads, 3.4 million unemployed scoundrels, about 80,000 criminals in Minnesota, and 650 idiots in Washington. They wrote back and said, well, the answer you gave was unacceptable. So I wrote them back and said, well, who did I leave out?
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Well, there's Daddy right there.
Oh, okay.
What you doing, baby?
Putting some oil in the car. I was a half a quart low this morning.
Putting on the car.
Yeah. Mhm. What? What's wrong? I was half a quart low this morning. You've been working so much, so I said I'd put the oil in the car. What's wrong?
Did you put, was this full?
Yeah, I was a half a quart low.
Why'd you put half quart low in it? I mean, why'd you put half quart in, babe?
That's how much I was low.
Canola oil, babe.
Yeah?
That's cooking oil.
Oh, maybe I should have put vegetable oil in there then.
Vegetable oil?
Mm-hmm. You can't put cooking oil in there? Huh? What's wrong?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yoo-hoo! It was my bad. I grabbed the wrong earbuds. I'm sorry. But that, like I was saying, that y'all couldn't hear, that is totally me. Right there. Right there is me. The only thing I know how to do to a car is put gas in it. That's it. That's my that's about all I know on that one. That's why I leave everything to a family member to do. Like Danny checks the oil, Danny checks the tire pressure, Danny does this, poor Danny. When and if he gets married, because he has to put up with me as his aunt, he may never marry anybody. He may say, no, not going to. I'm good. Oh, Mel, that's good. That's good. He said I was right. Not many people, I don't get told I'm right. Hardly ever. Alrighty. And then we got this that was, how much time we got? Yeah. We got this that was sent to me too. I'm going to play it, and then I should have enough time to do one more if I'm timing this right. Here we go.
And the Supreme Court tomorrow is going to hear arguments about your executive order trying to get rid of birthright citizenship.
And I'm going.
You're going to go to the Supreme Court tomorrow.
So. I do believe
and just sit there and listen.
Because I have listened to this argument for so long, and this is not about Chinese billionaires or billionaires from other countries who all of a sudden have 75 children or 59 children in one case or 10 children becoming American citizens. This was about slaves. And if you take a look, slaves, we're talking about slaves from the Civil War. And if you take a look at when it was filed, all of this legislation, all of this, everything having to do with birthright citizenship, it was at the end of the Civil War. The reason was it had to do with the babies of slaves and the protection of the babies of slaves. It didn't have to do with the protection of multi-millionaires and billionaires wanting to have their children get an American citizenship. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's been so badly handled by legal people over the years. If you look at the original birthright citizenship papers, they all happened right after the Civil War. The reason was it had to do with the babies of slaves. And hopefully it's going to say, because our country is being scammed. We're getting all of these people, they're selling the rights to them. People are making a living, a big living, getting hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars from bringing people in and saying, congratulations, your whole family is going to be a citizen of the United States of America. That's not what it was for. It wasn't for billionaires bringing people in or family in. It was for the children of slaves. And what you really have to do, and I don't think the lawyers talk about it as much, look at when the Civil War ended and look at the date of when this was enacted. Okay.
Have you ever been to the Supreme Court before? Is this going to be the first time going to the Supreme Court?
No, I went once before. The opening of the Supreme Court in the last administration.
And which justices will you be listening for most closely?
I love a few of them. I don't like some others.
I don't like some of those. Some of them. I love a few, but I don't like some of them. That's good, Tracy. If Danny's busy and I need something checked pretty fast, Joy steps in, and then if my uncle's around, he steps in. So Danny does get a break every now and then, my nephew. So he does get a break every now and then. But I kind of keep them all busy. Like today, my uncle came by to fix my lawnmower tire. It came slap off the rim. So I keep them all pretty busy around here. He looked at me. He says, "Sis, I sure did miss you," because he's been down the coast. 2 minutes, pass it back. 2 minutes. Everything else means y'all gonna have to listen to me for 2 minutes, because everything else I have is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. So y'all just gonna have to listen to me ramble. So let me see. What do y'all want me to talk about? Oh, I'm under a minute. Oh, we got a minute. That minute's the longest minute in the world. Even Gator Girl says it is. Oh, you do? Ma'am, my grandma, Ashley, she went to the Holy Lands, the real one, in, over there. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. USA, 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 USA. Okay, now I'm switching you to the Trump. In a minute, that is, because it's buzzing. Well, well, well. I thought I did. Hold on.
Bigger than ever before.
Oops. Thank you,
Before
BitBot.
discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world. And now we're working along with Venezuela and are, in a true sense, joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first. And perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term. He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb. And he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. Had he lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash, took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had, flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran, and they would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. Would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts, had I not terminated that terrible deal. And I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers performed magnificently. We totally obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down lives in this fight to prevent children from ever face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I have traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, "Please, sir, please finish the job." Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will use them, and they will use them quickly. It would lead to decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine. The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled country. I hate to say that, but we were a dead and crippled country after the last administration and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far, with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a cancer that has long simmered. It's known as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember, because of our Drill Baby Drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas. Under my leadership, we are #1 producer of oil and gas on the planet, without even discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and in every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves. I have a suggestion. #1, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. And #2, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us, as we asked. Go to the Strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the Strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing, and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up. They haven't come down very much, frankly. They came down a little bit, but they've had some very good days over the last couple of days. We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible threat. With our historic tax cuts, where people are just now talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible, they are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great big beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like never before. It will top the levels that it was a month ago. I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved. Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously. We have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force. The nuclear sites that we obliterated with the B-2 bombers have been hit so hard that it would take months to get near the nuclear dust, and we have it under intense satellite surveillance and control. If we see them make a move, even a move for it, we'll hit them with missiles very hard again. We have all the cards, they have none. It's very important that we keep this conflict in perspective. American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant, against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days. And the country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer. This is a true investment in your children and your grandchildren's future. The whole world is watching, and they can't leave the power, strength, and brilliance. They just can't believe what they're seeing. They leave it to your imagination, but they can't believe what they're seeing, the brilliance of the United States military. Tonight, every American can look forward to a day when we are finally free from the wickedness of Iranian aggression and the specter of nuclear blackmail. Because of the actions we have taken, we are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world. And I'll tell you, the world is watching. And when we do, when it's all over, the United States will be safer, stronger, more prosperous, and greater than it has ever been before. May God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, and good night.
Yep. God bless the United States of America and our men and women. Good night, sir. Get you some rest. All right. Now let's get to our soldiers that gave the ultimate sacrifice fighting in Iran war.
And memories, photographs she now won't, she holds it close tonight. Shots ring out, another angel cries. Open up the gates when he arrives. As he fell to the ground, there was no fear in his eyes. They'll bury him before they bury his bride.
Yeah, this is for my people that are fighting.
Rest in peace, heroes. Thank you for your service. And then our lost souls, lives from the illegal.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? Yeah, 'cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you'll dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you'll dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. Since you've arrived.
Rest in peace. Alrighty. Let me see. I guess we can. Yeah. Alrighty. You ready for trivia? Let me grab one. We are in the can't say it. You know. The one we did Sunday. I can't say it. Okay. Okay. It's all set. Yep. We'll start on the next one. Number 9 we already did. Yeah, that's right, Gator Girl. I can't get to come out right. And I'm not going to butcher it. My accent won't let me say it. Okay. That was them old
That's
nasty
A,
locusts.
locust kinds. Most winged swarming creatures are unclean, but Israel may eat locusts, crickets, and grasshoppers, those with jointed hind legs for hopping. Even edge-case foods reinforce that God's people distinguish carefully, resisting anything-goes appetites. John the Baptist later eats locusts in the wilderness, echoing old paths of consecration. The allowance is specified in Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 22. Question 10. What happens if someone touches a corpse? A. Nothing. B. Pay a fine.
I sure ain't going
C.
to.
Unclean 1 day. D. Unclean 7 days. You get 10 seconds.
Woo! Oh, man, that's a toughie. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking, not for sure, but I think I'm going to go with Chris. I'm going to go with D on this one. Some reason I'm thinking 7 days. There's something about 7 days. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with Chris on this one with D. Darlene says A. Tracy says A. Gator Girl says A. Priscilla says, And then on Rumble, Susan thinks C or D. Oh, she's going with D. So Susan's going with D. And Gator Girl said D. And the answer is what, Tracy? You said A. I've seen your answer. What am I seeing? How am I seeing things? Chris says D. Darlene says A. Tracy says A. Gator Girl says D. Priscilla says question marks, which I say, when it comes to question marks. And then on the other end, we got Susan with a D.
It's
so
D.
how am I seeing things, Missy? All right, you say D2.
I say D2.
Tracy's trying to confuse me. Blaming you, Tracy. Okay, here we go. Party Bonza says D.
That's D. Unclean 7 days. Contact with death renders a person unclean for 7 days, requiring purification with water mixed from the red heifer ashes. The ritual acknowledges death's defilement while providing God-given cleansing so community life can continue without denial or despair. Holiness here is realistic, neither trivializing grief nor normalizing contamination. The procedure is described in Numbers chapter 19, verses 11 to 13.
Well, hey, Party Bonza,
Question
good
11.
to see you.
Where should human waste be handled during camp life?
Oh.
A. Anywhere. B. In tents. C. Outside the camp, bury it. D. In streams. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going with C on this one.
That's pretty specific.
Chris says C. Tracy says C. Priscilla says really C. Darlene says C.
Susan and I pick C.
All right. Gator Girl says C. And here we go. These are some weird questions.
Well, it's a weird book. It's all about rules.
That's C. Outside the camp, bury it. Because the Lord walks in Israel's midst, sanitation is an act of reverence.
Said
A
C.
designated area outside the camp and a digging tool keep the camp clean, protecting health and symbolizing that God's presence deserves ordered, considerate living. Everyday discipline becomes worshipful wisdom, marrying hygiene to holiness. The instruction appears in Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verses 12 to 14. Question 12. How are male bodily discharges handled? A. Offer a fine. B. Ignore them. C. Exile permanently. D. Isolate, wash, and be examined.
Gotta be D.
You get 10 seconds.
I'm going with the procedure.
Okay. I'll go with y'all on this one, D. Christopher D. Gator Girl D. Tracy D. Party Bonza D. Darlene D. Priscilla D.
And we're both D.
Okay.
That's D. Isolate, wash, and be examined. Bodily discharges bring ritual impurity that requires washing, waiting, and priestly oversight before full reintegration. The system protects communal worship space while acknowledging the realities of life in bodies. Holiness is not squeamishness. It's ordered access to God, with mercy paths back to fellowship. The framework is laid out in Leviticus chapter 15, verses 1 to 15.
Priscilla, it's because this book is different than the other books. Like Bitbot said, this
All the rules, the laws.
Yeah, it's more about rules and laws and all of that. So that's why these questions are so different than the other ones. I didn't know either. I was wondering. That's us country girls. We don't.
Question 13. Are tattooing and mourning cuttings permitted for Israel? A, no. B, yes. C, priest only. D, only for family. You get 10 seconds.
Well, that's for Israel.
What?
So the tattoos and that is for it says for Israel.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with no because they're pretty strict over on that side. Let me see. Tracy says A. Chris says A. Priscilla says A. Party Bonza says A. Gator Girl says A. Darlene says A.
And Susan and I both picked A. And this is one of the reasons that today people will criticize people who have tattoos, and it's like, nah, sorry, that was Old Testament. This law has been abolished, but they'll use this as an example. So I'm pretty sure it's A. Go ahead.
Well, if it was a law, it's for Israel. It's not for us.
Yeah.
I've got a couple, so I have to back it up with something.
Old Testament.
Priscilla, I'm with you.
That's A, no. Israel must not copy pagan mourning rites, cutting the body or inscribing marks, because their identity is rooted in belonging to the Lord, not in magical or tribal brands. The ban separates grief from idolatrous symbolism and keeps the body's story aligned with covenant hope. The prohibition is set among other, do not copy the nation's commands in Leviticus, chapter 19.
What about, this is another one that I've got several. What about piercings? Is that considered cutting? Like earrings?
Tina?
No, I don't have nose rings or nothing. I'm talking about earrings.
Tuna. This is the Old Testament. You're not judged on this. Jesus has taken care of that. So don't look at that like this. I mean, don't judge yourself on this.
Alrighty.
These are not. That's what I was saying, is that people will use the Old Testament about the tattooings and stuff to tell people who are tattooed, you're doomed. You're not gonna be, that's wrong. Don't look at it this way. That way.
Okay. We live under the new law. Gotcha.
14, verse 28.
No, we under the new
Question
covenant.
14. May Israelites shave the hair edges and beard corners for ritual styles? A, required. B, forbidden. C, free choice. D, Levites only. You get 10 seconds.
Shoot.
I'm gonna say, since they're so strict, I'm gonna say forbidden. I'm just gonna go with all the no's. I'm gonna say forbidden. Chris says A. Party Bonza says B. Man, I'm so confused, Priscilla said. Gator Girl says B. Arlene says B. Tracy says B.
Oh, Susan doesn't know. And I'm going to go with D. Susan picked B.
Alrighty. Here we go. Priscilla, we just guess on these, I believe. That's what I'm doing, because I don't.
Okay.
That's B, forbidden.
Hey.
Israel is warned against adopting cultic grooming patterns tied to foreign altars
go,
and funerary
Priscilla.
rites.
Party
Even
bonza.
hairstyles can preach the wrong allegiance. Torah trains a people to resist subtle assimilations that turn worship into fashion. The command sits alongside neighbor love and justice, showing holiness touches both face and heart. See the succinct wording in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Question 15. What must never be put on the altar with grain offerings? A, oil. B, salt. C, frankincense. D, leaven or honey. You get 10 seconds.
I don't think so, Party bonza. I don't. Because number one, how would I know they was fashion whenever I was an infant when I got my first ear piercings? I don't even know. I didn't even know they was there. Now my mom could have been in the wrong, but I wouldn't, because this is the old.
Right.
What would that? Yep. So I'm going to pick, I believe, I'm gonna go with the crowd on this one. Chris says D. Paribonza says A. Priscilla says got me. Gator Girl says A. Tracy says A. Darlene says A. And I'm gonna go with A with the group.
And Susan and I are going with D.
Yeah, true, Party Bonza. Okay, the answer is
That's D, leaven or honey. No leaven or honey goes on the fire, while every offering must be seasoned with the salt of the covenant. Leaven and honey picture processes of fermentation and sweetness that don't belong on the altar flame. Salt signals durability and loyalty. Worship is shaped by God's symbols, not ours, teaching theology through ingredients. The rule appears in Leviticus, chapter 2, verses 11 to 13. Question 16. What food items are Israel forbidden to eat as a perpetual rule? A, hooves. B, marrow. C, fat and blood. D, liver and kidneys. You get 10 seconds.
all of them. Oh. All of them is pretty bad, but
Oh. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm gonna go with Party Bones on this one. I think I'm gonna go D. Because that's, I think, it's the most disgusting ones. Okay, let me see. Gator Girl says C. Chris says C. Party Bones says D. Tracy says D. And Priscilla says D. And Darlene says D. I mean A. Oops.
And Susan and I are both picking A.
Already. And here we go.
There you go. Just
That's
thinking about
C,
that because the
fat and
blood.
blood. Israel must not eat sacrificial fat reserved for the altar or blood, symbol of life. Leviticus
Isn't
chapter 3,
Muslims
verse 17.
the pigs? So that
The
would go
band
with the
catechizes
hooves.
reverence. Life belongs to God, and the choicest portions honor him, not
Maybe.
appetite.
I was
By
thinking
turning
hooves because
meals
of
into daily theology, the law trains worshipers to distinguish what
marching
is
around the
holy
dirt.
from what is
But,
common, right down to the
but
plate.
the blood is the big thing.
Question 17. What should one do when finding a bird with young or eggs in a nest? A.
Rescue
Take
them.
all. B. Take the young, release the mother. C. Leave all. D. Release the young, take the mother. You get 10 seconds.
You don't do nothing with them. You let them
I'm leaving
go.
it.
Yeah, leave all. See, you don't mess with nature. You leave it. Priscilla says C. Chris says C. Party Bonza says C. Darlene says C. Tracy says C. And Gator Girl says C.
Susan and I both picked C.
Here we go. That's right, Priscilla. We leave the animals alone. Oh, heck no.
That's B.
What was it?
Take the young,
Take the
release the
young
mother.
and release
The
the
mother
mother.
bird law weaves mercy into foraging. Sparing the dam protects future life and forms gentle habits toward creation,
I would be in
with a
trouble
promise
if I
of
lived back
well-being and
then.
long days attached. Covenant ethics touch even small choices, teaching that dominion is stewardship, not exploitation. Moses gives this simple but weighty instruction in Deuteronomy,
Me either,
chapter
Priscilla.
22, verses
Not
6
doing
to
it.
7. Question 18. May an ox and a donkey be yoked together to plow? A. No. B. Tribe dependent. C. Yes. D. Only in Sabbath years. You get 10 seconds.
I ain't never heard of such, but I'm gonna go with no. So I'm gonna go with A. No. Chris says no. Gator Girl says Party Bonza says A. Tracy says A. Darlene says A. Gator Girl says A. And Priscilla says A.
And I guess we're both taking A.
That's A. No. Unequal yoking of unlike animals is forbidden.
No.
The picture trains Israel
I
to
like when he
resist
says no.
mismatched alliances and blurred boundaries in daily work. Torah turns the field into a classroom about integrity. Partnership matters, and forcing misfit pairings harms both labor and creature. This earthy parable of separation sits with other do not mix commands in Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 10.
True, Priscilla.
Question
You never
19.
know.
What reminder was sewn onto Israelite garments? A. Family crest.
Your name.
B, tribe stripes. C, bronze studs. D, blue cord tassels. You get 10 seconds.
Hey, when I was little and went to summer camp, my mom would sew in my name. I don't see that. Let me see. Chris says A. Party Bonza says B. Tracy says B. Gator Girl says B. I'm going to go with D because I like blue. So I'm going to go with D just because it has blue. I don't know, but I'm going to say D.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm going with D. Oh, Priscilla said A. Darlene B. Did you get those?
I think I overlooked them.
They just came rolling in, I think.
Okay.
But Susan and I are going to go with D.
Okay, the answer is
That's D, blue cord tassels. God commands tassels with a blue cord on the corners of garments, so every glance at the fringe cues memory. Remember all the commandments and do them. Clothing becomes catechism. Identity is worn, not hidden. The color of heaven points hearts from impulse to obedience, keeping a rescued people tethered to their calling. Numbers chapter 15, verses 38 to 40 mentions this sign.
Oh, thank you, Party
Question
Bonds.
20.
Just again.
What happens in the Jubilee, year of liberty? A, calendar reset. B, new taxes. C, land returned, debts relieved.
Oh, man.
D, draft enlistment. You get 10 seconds.
Do they even have draft enlistments back then?
Oh, I'm sure.
For real? I guess I'm going to go with the crowd on this one. I don't see nothing that sticks out to me that pulls my attention. Let me see. Chris says A. Party Bonza says C. Tracy says B. Priscilla says wow. Priscilla says maybe B. Gator Girl says C. So I'm stuck unless y'all have the same answer as one of these. I got 2 and 2 here.
I have a hard time believing the Israelis returned any land. But that's kind of what I was looking at first. I'm going to go with A because I don't know.
A. So there's 3 A's with is Susan A too?
Yep.
So there's 3 A's now. I'm going to go with A. There's 3 A's and 3 C's. I'm going to go with A, I guess, this time. Because I went with Party Bonza the last time. I'll go with the other Rumble side this time.
There you go. Now that, again, like I said,
C, land return.
I want to hear it.
Debts
Huh?
I want to see what they say. Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
relieved. Every 50th year, trumpets announce Jubilee. Ancestral land reverts. Slaves go free. Fields rest. Israel's economy gets a gospel reset so wealth doesn't calcify into permanent classes. The land is God's. His people are tenants under mercy, not masters without restraint. This radical social Sabbath is detailed throughout Leviticus chapter 25.
That's a little different than I
Stick
thought.
around till the last question and see if you can beat 20 out of 25.
Because they're
Keep a
talking like
running
within
score,
the country
then
itself.
drop it in the comments. Plus the one question that stumped you. Ready to outsmart the average?
Shit, one question.
Question 21. What is the purpose of levirate marriage? A. Preserve a brother's name and inheritance. B. Punish the in-laws. C. Grow population. D. Foreign custom. You get 10 seconds.
Oh. I'm going to say, me being as smart and witty as I am, I'm going to say B just for the heck of it. Mel says C. I didn't either, Party Bonza. Priscilla said C. Chris says C. Tracy says C. Party Bonza says C. Gator Girl says A. And Darlene says C. Y'all left
Susan-
me hanging, I see.
Susan picked A. I'm going to pick A with her.
Okay, here we go. Way to go.
That's A. Preserve a brother's name and inheritance. If a man dies childless, his brother is to marry the widow so the deceased's line and
Mel
property
said
continue.
B.
A public sandal removal right addresses refusal. The point is loyal love expressed in family justice, protecting vulnerable widows and keeping allotments within clans. See Deuteronomy chapter 25, verses 5 to 10. Law serves legacy and mercy together.
Got a minute.
Question 22. Who examines
Okay.
suspicious skin conditions for
I'll try to
clean,
finish
unclean
these.
status?
All right.
A priest.
She's watching. She knows.
B. Physician. C. Clan elder. D. Self-report. You get 10 seconds.
Okay. I'm going to say I guess priest. No. Physicians, they'll look at your skin. Like a dermatologist, they look at skin. Let me see.
Susan thinks that she's an A question mark. I was a C question mark. I don't know. Only because I don't know what, quote, the status if there was a, I suppose there were physicians.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
there
Susan, I'll
is-
join you. I'll go with A. I'm going to go with A.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with A too. There's more A's than anything. 'Cause I really don't know. Chris says A. Gator Girl says A. Party Bonza says B. No, D. Tracy says A. Darlene says A.
The only problem with the self-report is if it was, oh my gosh, I'm going blank here. Leprosy. You're setting yourself up for being expelled, but could be. Okay, we're ready, I guess.
B maybe. B maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Priscilla said.
Yeah, I meant to read
I
this
don't
book
know.
again.
I don't know, Priscilla, because he said they may not have been doctors back then.
That's A, priest. Priests evaluate discolorations, hair changes, and
Well.
spread, then order isolation, washing, or burning if needed. This isn't superstition. It's communal holiness applied to public health. Worship leaders guard the camp's access to God by discerning and guiding re-entry steps wisely.
Right.
The long diagnostic protocol appears in Leviticus, chapter 13.
Well, I didn't know that.
Question 23. After recovery from a defiling skin disease, what restores full fellowship? A, pay a fine. B, immediate return. C, private declaration. D, a cleansing rite with birds, offerings, and anointing. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say C, I guess. I don't know. Okay.
There's got to be a procedure around everything. I'm going to go with D.
You don't go with D?
I'm going to go with D.
With the birds?
I don't care what it is.
Okay. Well, Chris says D. Party
It's probably
Bonza
wrong.
says D. Katie Girl says D. Tracy says D. And Darlene says D. I'm probably the one that's wrong.
But no, I mean, you could point it. If you look at the birds thing, I don't know how that all plays into everything, but because the birds take your disease and fly away with it, I don't know. Yeah, Susan and I both went with D.
Okay, here we go.
And if Sky's watching,
Priscilla? I don't know.
let's see, that would be
That's why-
superstition.
That's why
Yeah,
I wanted to push through this because I don't like this. And
you want to get this book done.
yeah.
So let's see what they say.
That's D, a cleansing rite with birds, offerings, and anointing. The restored person undergoes a multi-day process, living water over cedar and hyssop, sacrifices proportioned to means, and priestly anointing on ear, thumb, and toe, rerouting life toward hearing, doing, and walking with God. Reintegration is pastoral, not merely medical. The whole pathway is mapped in Leviticus chapter 14, verses 1 to 32. Question 24.
Way to go,
Which vow
everyone.
requires abstaining from corpses, grape products, and hair cutting? A, Korban vow. B, Naziriteship.
Oh no.
What
C,
in the world's
devotion
that?
ban. D,
Nazi
first
rat
fruits
shit.
pledge.
Nancy rat.
You get 10 seconds.
Oh, lordy, lordy. One more after this one, y'all. This
I'm gonna
last
go-
part really stinks.
I'm going with B.
You're going with that weird one.
Nazarene,
I'm gonna go
Nazarite.
with you.
I don't know. You're gonna go which one?
Nazarite. Nazarite.
Ooh.
B. Party Bonza says A.
Well, I figured A or B. I'll pass. Oh, Susan.
Priscilla's passing. Just guess, Priscilla. We're learning. Even if this doesn't make sense to us, but we're learning something. I love it. I don't know.
Susan's thinking D question. Oh, D question mark, B question mark. I'm guessing Susan. I don't know. I'm guessing B. But if you do know it's D,
Priscilla says okay, B. No D. And Tracy says she has no idea. Gator Girl says B. Tracy says B. And Mel has got like a little angry dude. I'm gonna go with you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. Hope for the best.
Yeah, we already said we're both B.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I thought you.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Here we go. Me neither, Gator Girl.
Yeah, I haven't
none
either.
of this.
It probably is Corbin. If it's
That's B,
Great
Nazirite
guess.
A Nazirite
Everyone.
voluntarily
It is.
signs up for visible consecration. No wine or grape derivatives, no hair cutting, no corpse contact. The vow turns an ordinary span of days into a lived sermon of separation for God's service, culminating in offerings and a haircut at completion. Consecration is chosen devotion, not elitism. The rules are outlined in Numbers chapter 6, verses 1 to 8. Question
Right, Gator
25.
Girl.
What is forbidden for someone who is ceremonially unclean to do? A. Enter any tent. B. Eat common bread. C. Touch sacred food. D. Speak in the assembly. You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to say
I think it's
touch
A.
sacred food because it says sacred.
I don't think you. I think you're restricted. So I'm going to go with A. I mean, I just think. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I'm going to go with C because
Okay.
sacred and unclean is totally opposite. Okay, let me see. Melanie says A. Paribonza says B. Chris says C. Priscilla says C. Gator Girl says A. And Darlene says A.
And Tracy said A.
Tracy said A.
And I said A. And Susan's A question mark.
Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see right here. The A's against the C's and the B.
Okay.
That's C. Touch sacred food. Bearing impurity while eating or handling holy things profanes the sanctuary and incurs guilt. Access to God is gracious but ordered. Purification comes first, then participation. This safeguards both reverence and the community's shared table with the Holy One. The warning is
Way to go,
explicit in
Priscilla.
Leviticus,
Everyone
chapter 7,
else.
verses 20 to 21.
We made it through this one.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh,
You made
right?
it. Well done.
Yeah, right?
We made it through it. Praise the Lord. We done it. No more of these questions. Hopefully, the rest of the books are okay.
What's the next book?
I don't know. I have to get it.
No, hang on. I can tell you. Come on, Bible app. I should know and I don't. Leviticus and then Numbers. Numbers is next.
Numbers. So tomorrow night will be Numbers. So be ready. Take a glance at it. That's a good homework for y'all. If Sky gets homework, y'all get homework. That's good homework for y'all. All right. I thought I stopped sharing.
Yeah, you did. All right,
Okay.
I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you. Love you. All right. Please remember our family in your prayers. Betty and Steve, Dee, Goldie, and Dee's dad, Teacup, Bonnie, and Cindy, both Cindys, Santa, Jared and Julius, and Christopher, remember him to get completely better. And for Carrie, keep Carrie in your prayers too over his breathing. And if you would, keep saying a little prayer for my day. I may have something to say tomorrow night. Maybe. I don't know. We're just going to have to see. But I love each and every one of y'all. And remember, if God places someone on your heart or on your mind, stop and pray. You don't know what they're going through. And God's placed them there for a reason. And He knows the circumstance. And He's the one who can step in. So I love each and every one of y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow night. Yeah. Love y'all.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking's a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Head down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.